Hello everybody and welcome back to Katawa Shoujo with me and Chris.
Hi.
Now let's find out what was choreographed.
Have to take a seat.
Unexpected considering that I am invading this territory. I accept your offer, mortal female specimen. I slowly step towards another seat opposite of her, the girl resting the teacup and saucer on the wooden table in between. The way she doesn't track my movements with her head is telling that, and the slight cloudiness of her eyes means that she must be at least partially blind like Ncjedi. Come to think of it, her voice doesn't have any detectable accent either. I guess she must be half Japanese. I take my seat. Her composure takes me slightly off guard. Her air of relaxed confidence makes the silence entirely comfortable.
No, she could be she's either half Japanese or she, was born in Japan.
Yeah.
To foreign parents. Didn't think of that.
Her parents could have really liked Japan or had business.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, you can learn Japanese because we'll speak Japanese.
Or military. Like, military base.
To be honest, half Japanese would make more sense though, because most people usually keep their own native language in the household unless they like it that much.
Mm-hmm.
Like Chopin. French-born, but boy, do they love Poland.
Mm-hmm.
The calming atmosphere is so very different from the student council office.
I take it you're a new student, Yamako.
Indeed, I came here yesterday, mortal. I get the distinct feeling my speech patterns don't match the formality of hers, accentuated by a restrained bow of greeting.
Okay, wait. If anyone hasn't seen this, just wait till I move my mouse down, because spoilers. When I move my mouse down, that's when you uncover your ears. So she's half Scottish, so that means she does speak English. So I would much rather have Japanese than English in my household. English is then Japanese is up there in terms of how pretty they sound, how nice.
German. German's a good language.
Okay, and down.
That was not a good alert for spoilers.
It's the best we have. Even more. Down here. That's when uncover your ears. Okay, ready? Go.
One would just hasten the match before realizing the futility of the action.
I'm Lady Satao. Pleased to meet you.
Hisao Nakai. She gives a nod before gesturing roughly in the direction of her teacup.
Would you care for a drink?
I have a strong tolerance for alcohol. As much as it pains me, I can't keep step with the formality in the proceedings. She gives a kind nod, taking the request in stride. Without another word, she steps off the chair and prepares a second cup of tea from the collection of supplies laid amongst the shelf. A brush here, a brush there, her left hand often lightly touching the side of whatever container she's pouring in to it. Seems to be a process she's followed dozens of times before. It's warm in this room. She leans sideways to see around her back. She seems to use her long, dainty fingers to measure the right amount of water in the cup. It's one thing to see the different disabilities the students in my classes have, but it's another to see how everyone seems to adapt. She's and Amy should have no problem working together to communicate with me, and Lily herself seems to have workarounds for problems I'd never thought of.
Lily? You say Lily. Carry on.
While I feel slightly guilty about her doing the work, she seems pleased to be following the correct process for the offer of preparing the drink.
So?
Her soft voice brings out of my sound of servants.
Which room are you looking for? It's not often the classmates visited after school.
The school library. Shizune and me. I mean, some classmates told me it was on this floor. She finishes pouring the water into the teacup as she nods. A small metallic tapping coming from the teacup indicates it's being stirred.
I'm aware of Miss Hakamichi as are most students. To be with them means you're in class 3-3, no?
Indeed. In the science room with Muto. She gives a small giggle before setting down the teaspoon and slowly walking towards the table. Teacup and saucer in hand.
He's quite the character. I imagine you'll come to like him. Must do.
I look sinister. He looks like he's conspiring an evil plan.
Everyone gather around the table for a plan to take over the world.
To destroy the student council. As she sets down the tea, I gently take it and have a sip. I'm really more of a coffee person, but this seems to be a rather bad moment to bring it up. Nonetheless, the smell's quite nice, and I'd hardly think it'd be hard to choke down. This shall suffice, mortal. She smiles and quickly waves her hand in front of her face.
Lily, there's no need to be too formal.
She says in spite of being exceedingly well-bred speech. Fine. I guess I should try to ask her about herself, as it really does seem as if she is catering to me. So where are you from? I imagine it's one of the third-year classes.
Correct. I'm in class 3-2, which is on the 3rd floor, same as yours. It's taught by Miyagi, and is specifically for both for blind and partially blind students.
I see. I mean, sorry.
Yes, I understand.
I feel like slapping myself with a faux pas looking at her face, though she doesn't seem to be in the least put off by it.
My, there's no need to change your speech on my account.
Indeed. Don't think otherwise, petty mortal.
An environment like this would be a big change, so I can't fault you for it. While the same can't be said for everyone, many have come to terms with their conditions.
A category which includes her, it seems. All too ready to jump ship from this particular topic, I seg into another. Do you come to drink tea often? It's a really nice place. Thinking on it, this might be her version of the place behind my school that is nice that I'd like to have lunch at. Delicious lunch.
I come here fairly often during lunchtime. My duties as class representative don't leave me enough time for an official club, so a friend and I use this room for having tea.
He looks really serious now. He's gone from being the sinister man to being the guy that's determined to stop him. Class representative.
I clicked and nothing happened. I'm glad.
Compared to Shizune, her mannerism seems to be almost completely opposite. While Shizune's blunt and fiercely driven, Lily's relaxed and calm, almost aloof. Come to think of it, she might be useful for the less biased few of the school clubs. What clubs are there to join?
There are the more popular ones. The more popular ones are the track and field club, which is a field near the school during lunchtimes. The baseball club and the book club in a room near the library. There are also numerous small ones though, such as the art and music clubs.
Music. At a time when I just want to get on my feet, rushing into a club right away seems slightly unappealing. I wonder if this school shares the same rules as my old one. Is it compulsory to join a club, mortal?
It isn't, though it is encouraged.
Huzzah!
Alright.
I've really let my guard around this girl. To let such a thing slip out, the fact seems to slightly amuse her. Not wanting my tea to get cold, I finally started to drink it as Lily does the same. Delicious leaf juice. Leaves. It took us 6 hours to drink that tea. Oh, was there plenty of leaves to consume. As I look over to the window over her shoulder, I notice the light coming into the room has gone distinctly orange tint. Even here, time doesn't stand still. The time has passed by.
Sorry?
Of course, she's blind. She can't see the sun setting, but she can feel the rays on her face. It just looks like the sun's starting to set. Seems to come as a surprise for her. I guess she must have lost track of the time.
Sorry, sir. I didn't mean to keep you from the library so long.
I quickly moved to allay her concern. It shall be fine. The library's still open, isn't it? She pauses and takes a moment to think on it. It's probably something I should have asked Shusune when I had the chance, but Lily seems to likely know in any case.
True, it's open until 6:30 during weekdays.
A quick glance at my watch confirms we have well enough time to get there. So it must be like 5:30. I guess I must get going in that case. It's been nice talking to you, mortal female specimen. She smiles and gives a deep nod, her hands still neatly folded on the table in front of her.
It was my pleasure. Oh, come to think of it, shall I show you where the library is?
Woohoo! I couldn't possibly ask for more help. I should be able to do it all right. Well, unless my navigational skills fail me, which they seem to have a habit of doing.
It's alright. I was going to be talking to a librarian in any case. I could introduce you.
This gets better and better. It's pretty hard to deny her offer. I shall accept your petty offer, petty mortal plebeian. She stands up and follows me. She takes a hold of her straight, retractable cane that she slipped on her hand of the back of the floor. Compared to the cane the boy in the class had, Lily's looked much thinner and longer. This must be for support, where Lily's is for navigation. Together we live in a peaceful room and enter the empty hallway on the way to the library. Side by side, my pace carefully slowed to match as we slowly walk through the hallway. It does not take long for us to arrive at the door, to the warm-looking apparently situated at the center of the floor, rather than either wing. Female specimens first. She gives an appreciative smile.
Whoops!
She gives an appreciative smile at a gesture, taking the lead as we file in. I shall destroy you, mortal. At the left is the wooden library counter, with the library proper being on the right. It easily dwarfs my old school's library with a distinct smell of old books, giving the place an almost old world air. There don't seem to be a lot of students here, considering the time This isn't a big surprise. Everyone's probably either in the school grounds or in the dorms.
Yuka, are you here?
She says it into thin air since the librarian doesn't seem to be present, and of course Lily can't see this. What's unexpected is that it draws a reaction. Something from under the counter thudders against it, followed by a quiet wail. I feel like it's just a whale. No, that's not a whale. Under the desk I hear a wail. Then a spout of water pops out. The origin of...
No, that's the spout of water. Here's the spout of water. Hi, Lily. How can I help you?
A voice, strained and failing attempt to sound casual. She's rubbing the back of her head.
Good afternoon. What happened just now? I heard a strange noise. Oh, it's nothing. I just hit my head.
My glasses.
My glasses. My glasses.
My glasses.
My glasses.
Just read.
See, I dropped an eraser under my desk, and while I was looking for a pencil dropped, and when I was looking for both of them, you came in and surprised me. Oh, you're alright. I'm sorry. I couldn't know.
Crap went down.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm sorry for making you worry. Yeah, like that. There's nothing. I've had worse happen to me.
She is quick to reverse Lily's apologies, almost frantically trying to push aside the possibility that she could be in any way inconvenienced by bashing her head on the counter.
Yeah, worst thing has happened.
Like my first 3 marriages. The girl fidgets with her fingers as Lily doesn't seem to drop her concerned expression. Then she shuffles some papers around the counter for no reason. A little shorter than Lily, replete with glasses, freckles, and a very troubled look, she seems to fit the librarian perfectly.
Lily, did you get my message? Message? Oh, the 2 important books I've arrived. Right. They finally came. I can't believe it took so long, Matt.
Amidst her celebrations, partially for managing to change the topic, I'm sure she noticed me from the corner of her eye, and freezes in horror when she does.
Oh no, I'm sorry for not noticing you before. Did you need to check out a book and return one? I'm sorry.
The way she can so quickly shift between moods is a little unsettling.
He's with me, Yuko. This is Asao, a new student. Asao, this is Yuko, the school librarian.
You shall suffice for your role in my plans.
Asao, right, Asao. Please let me do, Asao.
For a second, she visibly attempts to engrave the name on her mind so she won't forget.
Yuko, often, your student also arranges to import foreign books in prayer for me. Would you like to tell us a little something about the library?
Lily's innocent struggle suggests that she is met with an expression of abject terror.
Please, I can't. I don't know what he could be interested in. This is too much responsibility.
It's hard. It's hard. That's the motto of my band. That and mountains of cocaine. It's like, what's wrong? Everything turns to fridge magnet from an A to an infinity.
Switching between these 2 voices is just killing me.
How is it responsibility at all? I don't get it. But her objection is so sincere, I don't doubt for a second she would rather disembowel herself on the spot than tell me what. I can't do this! Oh god! Oh! Dear God, mortal!
But...
She is... Look, she's serious. She is dead serious. So there are a lot of books in Braille here. An attempt to save the day by asking the first thing that pops into my head. It seems to work, at least partially, as Yuko seems to not exactly relax, but at least look slightly less tense.
That's just smarter than something Aoi would say.
Yes, Aoi would hold the wrench. He's like, why do we have a wrench in the library? Reasons.
Well, I think about a third or fourth of Yamaku's libraries, either in Braille or audio.
Makes sense given all the blind and deaf students here. I don't think the audiobooks would do good for the deaf students. The Braille, maybe. It'd work. And if they went blind later on, it'd suck for them, but at least it could still read. They won't have to learn it. They already knew it.
And if they went blind later on, just the way and if they went
I am a Braille book salesman. I just don't sell to blind people. I sell to deaf people, and I sell to people with learning disabilities. Autistic, here's a book in Braille. This will get you to focus right on the bat. No, don't touch his head, don't touch his head.
Well, we got a lot of new books. We get a lot of new books regularly because the library is adequately endowed. That's probably why. I spend more on new books than on my salary. Then I have to organize and shelf them all. It's so troublesome when they weigh so much. I wish I could just quit this job.
I think our state actually is the worst for pay for teachers, actually. Like, that's why we have so little good teachers, cause like Virginia and all them will be like, look, we have better pay, please come over here. That's why we have the lowest ACT score in the whole country. A very awkward silence follows this revelation of too much information. Fine, I shall check the aisles elsewhere if you don't mind, mortal. It's probably better for the best of all of us if she doesn't keep talking to me. Ow.
Very well. Meanwhile, Yuko, I would have these books in Braille if that was alright with you. Okay. That's it. It's your option.
Thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the videos. Tell us whatever you felt about it. We'd love to hear that. Leave a like, subscribe, comment as I just said. Unsubscribe, maybe even dislike. And maybe even a death threat. Threaten our livelihoods. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel.
We have livelihoods?
I wish we did. I wish teachers had better pay. Okay, bye-bye.
Love you, bye-bye. Love you, bye-bye.
No.